Hey everyone, my name is Dylan. I am a young person trying to make it in the very rough industry of real estate in 2024. And here I am in my parents' basement, dreaming big. It is currently May 30th, almost May 31st, 19 minutes away from May 31st. And here I am going over my goals, kind of reassessing my life and kind of how the first, 5 months of the year has gone. I'm very underwhelmed with how I've performed. I have went through some major challenges. I tore my ACL. It's been causing me to go to 12 hours of PT every week. Do this. I had to go through a surgery that took about 3 weeks. Took 3 weeks to get me back. Took 5 weeks to get me back on my feet and driving again. I was out for 5 weeks. I had my mom drive me around. Bless her soul. It's amazing. But who cares? Bunch of excuses to throw at the wall. Is that valid? No, it's not. So I got to step up. I got to start working harder towards accomplishing my dreams and my goals. And that starts right now. And it starts right now because I need to get more clear on what I want to do with my life. And I think that starts on a day-by-day basis. And when I say that because recently I've been waking up and I haven't been super passionate about my life. And that's not good. I'm 21 and I'm in real estate. I work for myself. I'm self-employed. I should be doing something that I love, but I don't wake up passionate. So that's not good, right? So I really want to think of why that's the case and dive a little bit deeper on how I can start improving myself. And I think that starts with working backwards. So having a vision on where you want to be, whether it's 3 years, 5 years, 10, 20 years, whatever it is, having that vision, having that mapped out vision, and when you map that vision out, you can work backwards from there. Say, okay, in 3 years, start short, in 3 years, I want to be doing X. I want to have this much in my bank account, these are my goals. And then, so we go over goals, we say, okay, I want to have this much in my bank account, this many rental properties, doing this many deals a year, whatever it could be. Then you have to look and see your habits. So, okay, what does one day in the life look like for me? If it's a Tuesday, let's say Tuesday, May 30th, 2027. What does that look like for me? When do I wake up? What do I do when I wake up? Do I have to, did my dreams fail? Am I going to a 9 to 5? I mean, nothing wrong with 9 to 5 for people out there, but is that what happened? Did I fail or did I succeed because I did everything that I needed to do today to get to that point? But what does that day look like for me? Plan that out. What does that look like? What do I have to do today to get there? And that's what I'm doing right now. So right now, I just printed out this thing that I saw on Valuetainment, and this is Patrick Bet-David's thing. He's been a phenomenal internet role model, and one day I look forward to meeting him. And I just did their one-page business plan, and what it kind of encumbers is not just the business side of things like financial and business and like personal development. Not only that, but family, health, and spiritual as well. So I think that that's important to go over that stuff. So I'm going over all this stuff and I'm looking at my vision board that I made in January, and it's not, I didn't accomplish all the things that I wanted to so far. Over there I got some like hobbies that I wanted to do, like golf and surf and MMA, and I tore my ACL. I can't surf this year. I can't do MMA this year. That's out of the picture. I just started getting back to golfing. That's a huge stress reliever for me. So that's good. I've been losing motivation to doing the instruments. Okay, that sucks. going over here, we have the actual business goals where it's sell 20 units, buy my first rental property, network, and grow my social influence. I've been growing my social influence for sure. I've only sold 2 properties this year, which is nothing. It's been not great. It's my second, it's my half year to year and a half portion of my business of 2024. And I'm not close to buying a rental property, and I haven't been networking great. So this is really just like a kick in the face saying like, get your shit together, dude. And one thing that I really wanted to point out was out of this sheet that I have here, going over all these goals and these habits that I want to start creating, the one thing that really, really, really is like drawing on some strings of my heart is, believe it or not, is in the family goals. And what it is I want to buy everyone in my so every Christmas, my family and significant others, we buy Christmas gifts for each other. And I've never felt good about like the Christmas gifts that I give. And it's because I don't have enough money to do it. And I don't have it straight up comes money. And it's because I don't have the money that I don't prep in the future. I don't say, okay, let me no, it's November, it's Thanksgiving. Let me start thinking about, or let me like know what I'm getting my brother or sister, my mom, dad, whatever. So the reason why that's drawing on my strings is because I always feel like I get these good gifts from them, and I just feel like shit giving them, whether it's a bad gift, unprepared gift. And I think that comes together, and the reason why I'm using that as an example is because that comes together, and that just like shows I think if you take anything on this list out of all of these things here, right? So there's 24 of these things right here. And no, more than that, whatever it is, 36 of them. And I'm right here, I'm thinking like, if you take any single one of these and you break it down, it will be a case in point for every single other one that's here. So I can take 10,000 steps a day. Okay, what do you think that means? That means you want to be an active person. You're setting that goal of 10,000 steps a day. Oh, there's a spider right there. Just killed it. Look at that. Sniper assassin. Look. In parents' basement, spiders crawling in my office with this fucking fake desk. I mean, this reminds me, this scenario reminds me of Jeff Bezos when he had that little Amazon, the Amazon banner that was in spray paint. It was like Amazon.com. And I'm not saying that that's where I'm going, but I'm saying you got to have a vision. And going back to what I was saying, if you take all of these goals and habits that I want to start living by, that way I will, I will have a better understanding of what I want in my life. And all of these things total up to create the person that I want to meet. And there's one thing in there's shout out Kanye here. I know there's been heat on him a lot in the past year, but one song that he has that I think is overlooked, is like a joke song, is I think it's I Love Kanye or something stupid like that, or it's like I'm Mr. O Kanye, straight from the go Kanye. And what he says at one point was, at that time I'd like to meet Kanye. And he was talking about his older self, and it was like, wow, like really admiring his younger self. He was admiring his younger self by saying like, wow, like that guy was on fire. That guy was killing it. I would love to meet that guy. And I would like to flip it in reverse and say, wow, oh my God, the Dylan in 10 years, dude, I would love to meet that guy. But I wouldn't love to meet that guy if he didn't do the shit that he needed to do right now in this shitty office. So that's the point. That's the goal. Is this sucks right now, putting in this work, putting in this time, seeing no avail, only selling two houses this year, amounting to probably $4,000 or less, $3,000, and I'm sitting here working. I'm working probably 50 hours a week, doing follow up, doing all my stuff, and only for $3,000. So, a few things, we can break this down in another video about that financial side. But I wanted to come on here and I wanted to just kind of map out how important it is to visualize. And without visualization, you'll be stuck in this basement or in that Amazon.com desk in that room forever. And obviously you wouldn't be stuck there forever. You'd actually probably give up and quit and walk away. But that shit will go down with you to the grave. And unless you want to change that, you really have to just start stepping up and doing the work now. It's currently 11:51. I'm going to wake up tomorrow around like 6:37ish to do follow-up. And then I got a meeting at 9, then I got to go to PT for my knee, of course, right? So there's no excuses. Just get after it, do the work, visualize your life. Have a good one, guys.